Ready! I love it. One of the things that, again, as a coach, is the most satisfying thing is to see when you guys take success steps, right? And that's why we celebrate success steps. When you make a decision to be resilient and to bounce back from tough things, right, you learn confidence. So, you know, I wasn't really sure what direction I wanted to go with my life. I was about 32 at the time, and I was playing in the WNBA. I was at the Minnesota Lynx. I worked at a bakery to kind of learn more about entrepreneurship and business ownership. I thought about going that direction, but then when I envisioned life without basketball, I thought, you know, I want to try coaching before I exit, you know, and get into something like that. And then it was really, I fell in love with it immediately. The impact that I was able to make with the players and the student athletes, and give back to, you know, the student athletes based upon the experiences that I have. And I think, you know, probably like a lot of coaches, I think you think about your experience and how you can make somebody else's experience even greater than your incredible experience. Stay aggressive, that's great. Stay aggressive. Yeah!
I'd say she's very, very passionate. She's always going to bring her energy every single day, and that's one of the things I love about her the most. And the biggest thing, especially this year, is she's willing to have open lines of communication with us. You can tell that she has such a passion for not only us, but for the game of basketball, for the coaches, for every single person in our program, and she just shows us how to love hard, how to play hard, how to be great people every single day, and she brings that heat and fire no matter what's going on outside of basketball.
Our program has a unique flavor to it because I've been the best player on a team, I've been the worst player on a team, I've played at every level, but with it, as far as that experience goes, I think the biggest lesson there is the resiliency of spirit, right? You know, basketball did not come easily to me. I was cut in 8th grade and I was cut in 9th grade, so you know, but it taught me a lot about resilience and a lot about stick-to-itiveness. Inevitably, we shoot the ball, whether we make it or we miss it. You've got to go get the damn ball and outlet it like that. I wasn't deterred by the fact that coaches didn't think that I was good enough. And that includes junior high, that includes high school, that includes, you know, the college level, right? And even the pro level. But I think if I can do what I did and work my way through being cut in 8th and 9th grade and still end up having a stellar career, you can do way more than what I'm capable of doing. So if I can do it, you can do it. Like, okay, so you screwed up. You just gonna stop? No. That's what we're doing? We're just gonna stop. No. Down and back, go.
I think that's probably one of the greatest things that coaches do is they're probably more reminders than they are anything else.
Monica, were you in? No. You can't go get the ball if you're not in. You can't go get the ball if you're not in.
She holds us accountable and holds us to a really high standard, which is awesome because you won't grow if no one holds you accountable. So just the accountability, the standard that she holds us to, and the energy that everyone brings every single day, it's contagious and it's something that you want to be around.
You called ball, but you didn't pick it up. You still got to pick the ball up.
Yeah, we have a unique relationship because we met 21 years ago at Ohio University. She had just retired from the WNBA, and I had just got hired as the recruiting coordinator. And the first couple months were rocky between us. We would fight and argue like brother and sisters. After a year was over with, our first year at Ohio University, she pulls me aside just like Coach Stires does. She's a visionary. And she says, we got to get our own gig one day. Me and you, whichever one gets a head Division I job, the other one's coming as second in command. So I think it was April 9th, she gets the call from Dawn and accepts the job. And then as soon as she gets off the phone, she calls her dad. And after she gets off the phone with her dad, she calls me up and says, we're going to Cal Poly. Well, we've been there for each other through the worst times and the most joyful times. My mother passed away when we were at Ohio University, and it was a huge snowstorm in Pittsburgh. And it was about a midnight, 1 a.m, and it was 3 hours from Ohio University. And she drove me home to Pittsburgh in a snowstorm.
What does the phrase "ball is life" mean to you?
Ball is life. Well, I think that's a great question. Like, there's so many things that you can learn about yourself and about others by the way that they play the sport and the way that they are as teamwork, a team. And I think, when you talk about ball is life, the game is joy. Well, the same way you want to live a great, well-lived life is the hallmark of that, I think, is how much joy you bring to it. And so bringing joy and passion and fight and determination, right, and challenging, all of those things kind of working together to create something really, really special. And I think, ball is life, and I think our program reflects that.